right, Kieran, what the hell is this?
Okay, so I don't know if I said it in the Mortal Kombat Annihilation episode, but I think I might have said that was the worst Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah.
This is worse than Annihilation.
I just want to say, I remember hearing about this when I was a kid and really wanting to see it because of the 3D animation.
Well, that's all they show you, too. The screenshots on the back are only of the 3D animation.
And
it's a short movie.
And
it's not a feature film.
Yeah.
It's basically animated in two different styles.
Yeah.
There's a traditional, two-dimensional animation. There's the 3D.
That's awful. It's the worst.
It was a promotional material for the movie,
Yeah.
which is why I want to see it. But now that I've seen it, it has nothing to do with the fucking movie.
So the thing that's weird is the back of it only has the Scorpion and Sub-Zero fight, so you think that's what you're getting.
Yeah.
You don't. You get a shitty animated movie that promotes the movie, has codes for Mortal Kombat 3.
That's how it begins. Did you hear that? It's like...
at the end, do you want to talk about the code now? Because
the beginning, it's a black screen. It's like, this has codes for Mortal Kombat 3 or something like that. It's like, wait, what?
The end of the movie, you get these symbols.
Yeah.
They show up, and what the hell are those? I don't remember.
It's in Mortal Kombat 3 when you're versing, there's a code at the bottom that each person could hit in, and
okay.
I don't
Have
know
you done the code? Like, what does it do?
I don't know what this one does.
Yeah.
It would do stupid things, like it would make it where like one person is one hit KO, one person has infinite life, or it'll transport you right to Motaro or whatever.
But it's one code, so it doesn't do all those things.
You have like 6 symbols that when you hit a button, it moves the symbol to whatever
I don't know
you
the
need it to
specific
be.
thing it does.
Yeah,
But
is the code in there? I'm just curious if it's a legit code. I just want to make sure.
I'm sure it is. If someone, I guess, might know,
let us know what the code is.
Let us know what the code is.
I lost my copy.
I mean, I heard the code does nothing. I just want to see if you guys know. I heard. I don't know.
They fucked up and
I don't know.
People
Could you imagine?
That's what I heard. Okay.
All right.
You wait the whole video and then that comes up. I don't know.
And then the code does nothing. We're gonna have to test this out.
Yeah. Okay.
I lost my copy of Mortal Kombat 3 in like 1998, so I need to get a new one.
I'll say one thing too. On the cover of this, it says, "Go one step beyond virtual reality with 3D animation like you've never seen before."
This has nothing to do with virtual reality.
All the 3D animation in this thing is like shit tier, the worst.
Here's the question about the animation: is it actually bad or is it just experimental? Because it's dated toward the time. Because
the thing is, this is. I think what happened with this one was this is like very early digital ink and paint. This is like Photoshop animation.
For the 2D animation. Yeah, because they're all like weirdly shaded.
Yeah, that's the thing I guess like we should explain is the movie has all 3D rendered backgrounds, but every character is 2-dimensional and it's hand drawn.
And the 3D backgrounds, I mean, this is 90s CG, 90s cheap CG, where it looks like
it looks like PlayStation 1.
Yeah, it looks like Alone in the Dark or something.
The part when Shang Tsung steals the soul from the one guy and his arm is coming out of like his chest, and it's just like 2 big ovals and a hand, and then he eats the soul, and like every character has one hand that's like a kind of closed fist and one hand that's like a chop.
They're all like that.
They just are
the
always...
thing is, it's different when it's like okay, you're watching like that Power Rangers movie. I forget which one it was. Power Rangers the movie or which it was the one with the really really bad CG.
The Megazord.
The main one.
The Megazord is like all CG,
which we might talk about at some point because it's coming out on Blu-ray soon.
Oh, okay. But anyway, that is when you mix like a really badly done CG character in a movie. This is different. This is where it's animated characters with CG backgrounds, and then sometimes there's the CG fights, of course. Yeah. But I'm finding myself asking like, well, it's not supposed to look realistic because it's an all animated movie. Yeah. So is it just a style? Is it just a dated style?
Honestly,
but is it
this movie? I'll tell you this. This movie is animated like shit.
I couldn't tell.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell by Shang Tsung's little trot.
Yeah, so this entire movie is made of 8 or 9 animation loops per character that they cycle over and over again.
Well, the fight scenes, like those 3D fight scenes, they look like you're watching a video game. Like it looks like you're watching Tekken or something, like a Virtua Fighter, one of those really old fighting games, and it's awkward like that. But I'm like, okay,
and they're so slow.
It's really slow. But so was Virtua Fighter. And I'm like,
also like Shang Tsung is smiling. The one guy smiles when he's dead. The fight with Goro and his brother, that's just like a darker shade of Goro.
Yeah.
Scorpion and Sub-Zero are exactly the same, just blue and yellow. and they all make weird noises the entire time they fight. Like they're just like, "Hee-oh! Hee-oh!"
when Shang Tsung has that look on his face, like
he's like, and the guy he's fighting is like real bug-eyed. He's like,
They're the most like generic, awful 3D, but the 2D animation is like, I'm pretty sure it was done in like Photoshop, because you can tell like there's this really bad shading.
Photoshop. I don't even know.
I think
around then
did.
they probably did. It was really
I think it was like an early Photoshop. Like, but the thing is, like, there's parts where like Sonya's talking and she has two mouths that are on top of each other. One mouth disappears. There's one part where like Johnny Cage is talking and his mouth is just open and he's saying things, but his mouth is not moving. He's just like, and there's like a part where like there's parts where they do this like slow motion where they're fading, but all they did was like draw like pictures and kind of fade between them, and the animation is just
you know what? I wish I saw the thing with the two mouths. I mean, that sounds hilarious.
It's something I've seen this way too many times, to be honest. Like,
I think my theory on this is there was a Mortal Kombat cartoon. I think this might have been like them testing the waters with an animated pilot.
Could be.
And then they were like, oh, this is shit. What are we going to do to salvage this? Oh, we got a movie coming out.
There was a novel which I read, which came out then. I remember when the novel came out, like, I was all about it. It was by Jeff Robin, I think, who did like a ton of stuff back then, like the Monster Encyclopedia. I think he did like those How to Win at Nintendo books or something like that. But it was a novelization of Mortal Kombat. Like it had the whole plot and everything to it, but it just seemed like Mortal Kombat, because actually the cover of the book, I could be mistaken, but it had like the same type of, I don't know, a similar design. I'm not going to say the same, but a similar type design. I mean, obviously the logo, but that's given. But anyway, it seemed like Mortal Kombat was sort of trying to do all kinds of things that...
I think they wanted to do it like, kind of like Ninja Turtles was doing. They wanted like a cartoon. They wanted a movie. They wanted the toys and stuff. But yeah, the cartoon, all the character models are based on the first game. Their origins are what you read in the little booklet in the first game.
Johnny Cage looks like the second game.
I guess.
And Sonya looks like... They look, actually, they're designed like Mortal Kombat 3.
A little bit,
Liu Kang's got the long hair. Johnny Cage is like Mortal Kombat 2, and Sonya has the longer hair too. She's not like... And she wears like more of what she wears in 3, but it takes place during Mortal Kombat 1.
Yeah. And Shang Tsung is old.
Yeah.
Which is why it's confusing when they say... like the movie... this makes it feel like it's a prequel to the movie. And the way it ends, it says...
Prepare yourselves for Mortal Kombat, the movie.
Go see the movie, and then you go see the movie, and none of this is brought up. There's no fucking...
I love that it's called The Journey Begins.
Journey Begins.
Because then you're like, oh, wow, like, this is where it begins.
I'm like, wow, I hope it gets better.
Wow.
Yeah, it is.
And then it gets a little bit better, then Annihilation happens, then it gets a lot worse.
This is like literally, I think this is the worst Mortal Kombat, like, this is worse than the live Mortal Kombat that they had, where they did a live Mortal Kombat show.
Oh, the show? The
it was
TV
like
show?
It was like a stage show.
Okay, I was talking about this. I saw a commercial for it on one of the VHS tapes. I had a little Mortal Kombat like picture book thing from the movie, and they mentioned it at the end. And I never got to see the goddamn show. Someone, let me know if it's on YouTube. I want to see what this fucking live show looks like.
It's hilarious. They did like a newscast of it, and it's like the newscaster's like, "So let's talk to Mr. Shang Tsung," and he's like talking to Shang Tsung, and it's like,
the show is based on a martial art aspect of the video game, Mortal Kombat, and it's already been to a movie, and now we're doing the live tour. It's been under the violence has always been around. But what martial arts and this show has to present is all positive messages.
And starting over here?
Sub-Zero to my left. Kano, Scorpion, Sonya Blade, Liu Kang, Baraka, and Cabal.
Tell us a little bit about
Is that your best?
It's embarrassing to watch.
my God.
It's really bad.
I think the best part of the movie is the behind the scenes for the live action movie that happens afterwards.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Was that on the version you watched? Because you made a discovery about this.
Let's talk about the availability of this movie. Is that first of all, it used to be on YouTube. I think we were going to do it a while back. We did Mortal Kombat Annihilation first, and so I watched like half of it and came back to it a few months later, and the video was taken down.
Yeah.
So now you cannot find this on YouTube anywhere, which is probably a good thing. But it's on. I don't want to say because then it's just going to get taken down. But basically, this movie is very hard to find, other than the VHS tape. Until I found out last minute after I already went through the trouble. It's on the Blu-ray of the Mortal Kombat movie. Because first of all, what made this worse for me was that I had to watch it on my computer.
Yeah.
And I can't stand watching things on my computer because I cannot concentrate on a movie. Because when I'm at my computer, I find myself if I'm bored by what I'm watching, I'm like clicking on other things. Like I have other like windows open, and I cannot like focus on, like my ADD kicks in really bad. I cannot focus on this damn movie. And it was so bland and I mean, I didn't know, because like my brain is still trying to process it. Like I don't know what the hell it's trying to be. Like
it's such a pain to look at because everything is so hideous, and the models of the characters, they constantly draw them a different way each time you see them. Like they never look the same.
And the first time you see Johnny Cage, he's puking over the side of a boat.
Johnny Cage, during the big fight scene at the end, he keeps shuffling backwards. That's his main move.
Oh yeah,
it's just walking backwards.
I do remember that. Yeah,
that's the thing about the ending fight scene in this is it's 4 or 5 different cycled animations. There's Liu Kang doing a kick. There's Johnny Cage doing the backwards walk and also kicking 2 people.
And then the Tarkatans running like this.
Yeah,
which reminds me of that meme that was popular a few years ago with the guy running like that.
My favorite is where there's like a bunch of Tarkatans in a line, and it's like they're all the same animation. They just basically like click and drag them like.
The animation's bad, but also there's parts where they don't animate the movie. Like when they go to the island and they show all the other fighters, they keep cutting to the one guy who's just like this. He's standing completely still.
There's like a weird guy. You only see him that one time, right?
I think they cut back to him a couple times, and he's still just like.
There's one guy that is just so he's a shirtless dude with like long hair, a baseball cap, glasses, weird armored shoulder pads, and he's just constantly standing like this, and he's just staring. And then there's this like 50-year-old karate man that's on the island doing karate, and it's like that guy's dead. This dude's dead. All the people that probably got their asses killed by like Reptile or something.
My favorite is when they open up the doors to reveal Goro. And then it cuts to all the characters and they're in Goro's shadow, I guess. But then it cuts to Goro and he's in a dark room. There's no light behind him. Like, all right, so he wouldn't be casting a shadow. Then it cuts back to the characters and the shadow's gone.
The lighting
it's like, what the fuck? Who was in charge of this?
It's like they didn't know. Like, I swear to God, I think only a few people worked on this.
Also, I'm pissed that Scorpion's harpoon went around someone.
Yeah. You know another thing? And I know they probably geared this for like younger kids, maybe. I mean, not young, but like younger. There's not a single drop of blood in it. Like, for Mortal Kombat, you'd expect there to be some kind of like
the movies didn't really have a lot of blood because they were PG-13.
When Scorpion shoots his spear, it doesn't hit Sonya, it wraps around her waist, and then Scorpion's like pulling her slowly over, and then like that's it. That's all you get of it, and then like the whole fight scene on the boat is just weird. Like where it's the 3 of them fighting on the boat. There's a part where like Johnny Cage slides on a thing of ice into some boxes, and he's animated until he hits the boxes. He completely freezes, and then it's just 3 3D boxes going in the air.
Kind of slowly
like there's no actual like animation technique. Like when you animate something like that, you want weight. You want it to look like it's a real thing. But they just literally went here, here, set a keyframe, and that's it.
I hated the blurry effect. Maybe it was just the copy I watched, but like when
it looked like the version I saw was pixelated.
Everything was like shit.
So I don't know if it was a blurry effect or we just had a bad copy. Now we have the
because I didn't see the tape because like I said, I had to watch it on
look much better. Let me tell you, this looks awful. There's scenes in it like I can't stress enough the animation in this. As an animator myself, I could remake this whole movie, I think. Like, no joke. I could do it if you gave me, like, by myself. Yeah. In less than a year, I could remake this whole fucking movie.
Okay.
Like, if I just take the voice tracks and reanimated it. And even if I did it as shitty as possible, it would still be better than this.
Even the 3D?
I swear. Even the 3D, I could probably... Okay. I'll learn 3D in the amount of time it took to make this and do it, I swear.
You'd probably have to get some old software, like something outdated.
Yeah, like
it might not even be possible.
I'll use the old, like, Windows 3D movie maker that came with 95, and you would just... click and drag.
Oh my god! Windows 3D Movie Maker. Yeah. Holy shit! Yeah, it actually already had these pre-made characters for you, and you would just like give them a voice with the microphone.
Were they better animated than that?
Yeah, that was one of my favorites. No, I think I could do a better job. I swear, I'm not saying this to like to be an asshole. I swear, I could animate every scene of this over again and make it better.
Well, here's a question. Yeah. This is like a pick your poison type question. Would you rather see that completely with the hand-drawn traditional animation or with the 3D? The early 3D.
Oh, I would have loved this more if it was all 3D, because it would have been worse.
The 3D scenes, I gotta say, are probably the funniest part of it because they are so bad, but that's also what reels you in. You see this and you're like, whoa, this looks awesome. Like, these shots, like, the scenes on the back don't look that bad.
For the time it came out, that looks awesome.
Especially if it was a game. I mean, that would be top notch if that was a video game
like
back
1995
then.
And I rented this from a video store when I was like, I remember being like, whoa, Mortal Kombat.
Like 94, 95?
Yeah, 95 for this thing. And then the thing was, the movie I think was 96, or was it 95?
95.
Okay.
So I guess my one question I want to ask, if this is a prequel to the game, I just want to ask Ed Boon, is this canon? Is this canon, Ed Boon? You're responding to everyone on Twitter about dumb stuff. Please respond to this.
You could shoot it with the cannon.
Shoot it out of the cannon.
That's all I got.
Yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm real confused about this one.
It's in my opinion, it's worse than Annihilation.
Annihilation's
but
way
it's
funnier.
Still really funny to watch.
Yeah.
And if you haven't seen it, I think it's definitely worth watching it.
At least once, just to be like, look at this stupid thing.
It's really goofy. The animation's all over the place. The characters look so dumb.
Well, I guess to end this, if you want a copy of this movie, get over here to Cinemassacre Video and buy it from James.
Next to Caldor.
Yeah. One more thing. My favorite part of this entire movie is the ending fight scene. After it's all done, Raiden comes in and just goes, Shang Tsung! And that's it. That's my favorite part of the movie.
Shang Tsung!
Sonya Bubba, Scorpion, Luke, Raiden, Kato, Johnny, Sonya Bubba, Scorpion, Luke, Raiden, Sonya Bubba, Scorpion, Luke, Raiden, Kato, Johnny.